Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you another brand new episode from Stud Tech. And in this episode, we're going to be working on a few different things, but primarily we're going to be working on our Nether transportation system. First though, I want to talk about this sugarcane farm. We finished this up in a live stream. I think it looks much better than it did. Used some different materials, and it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Makes our sugarcane much easier to get. We've also chosen out a location for what is basically going to be spawn. We won't actually, it's not the official spawn location of the server, but it is where we're all going to be setting up and making kind of a little spawn village. Also, during that same live stream I was talking about a minute ago, I finally began work on an actual Nether transportation system. So, if you come up here, we've got a tunnel that goes that way to my mines. We've got a tunnel that goes this way to somewhere. I don't remember where exactly this leads to, but it goes somewhere important. I remember that much. And what we're going to be working on in this episode is a tunnel that goes to the spawn village. So, we don't have that far to go. Let's see. We need to go this way. And then this way. So, a good portion of the tunnel is already dug out, and it looks like we pretty much got to go, we'll say right here, I think. That'll do. And we'll just start carving our way this way. We only need to go about 60 blocks, which really is not that far when you're up here in the Nether like this. I like doing these Nether transportation systems up towards the very top of the Nether, because then... Oh, that is lava. That is a problem. Running into complications already. Okay. Can we block that in? There we go. Whew. That was a close one. This is what I get for not paying attention. But anyway, as I was saying, the nasty stuff that you run into is greatly reduced when you're up towards the very top of the Nether or towards the very bottom of the Nether. If you go up one more level, if I were to take a hammer and just carve this out, you can see there's bedrock right there. So I'm very close to where bedrock appears, and that just makes things easier. You don't need to worry about ghasts spawning up here and blowing up what you've been working on or any of that kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of dig our tunnel away. We're going to go, we only need to go about another 20 blocks or so, and then I'll get to show you the beautiful spawn area that we've chosen out. Stud's already been working on it over there a little bit, and it's right next to a couple of very beautiful biomes. I'm really excited for it, and I'm hoping, I don't really have my exact plans for what I'm going to put there yet, but I do have a plan for a house that I want to build somewhere on this server. The question is where, and depending on what we decide to do with the spawn village, I may decide to put it there. It is going to be a nice, big, beautiful house. It's going to be a little tricky to build in some ways. I've got kind of a general vision for it. I haven't actually gone into creative in a testing world or anything to actually give it a try yet or anything yet. But that's something that in this case, I might actually do that. I might build some of it in a creative testing world, just to kind of make sure that it'll, turn out the way that I want it to. And everything will go smoothly when I actually record it. Even though that's not something I do very often. But I think in this case it might be worth it, because it is going to be a pretty complicated house. And I'd love to see if you guys can guess what style of house I'm going to be building that would be complicated and difficult. Let me know if you've got any guesses. 10 points to anyone who can correctly guess the style of house in one guess. The points really don't matter. They're not used for anything, but 10 points. It's like Harry Potter. 10 points to Gryffindor, or to whoever can successfully guess the correct style of house. But we're almost there. We only need to go about another 3 blocks now. There we go. So that's far enough. And then we just have to put our portal in. And then this area will be connected up with our main spawn area where we actually all spawn. So let's just grab a random backpack. I've got... Oop, not that backpack. Just kidding. Let's try the yellow one. Sure, that'll work. We'll just dump random stuff in there and stuff. Okay, so, let's see. We need to put the portal basically right here. So let's get this stuff out of the way. This is flesh, which is added by the Biomes O'Plenty mod. And it's really kind of morbid and disgusting if you think about it. I don't know how I feel about having flesh in the game as a thing that you can find, and I don't know, but it is what it is. It's here, and we do have our Nether Portal location. Eventually, we might do kind of what we did in Season 1, and throw some Minefactory roads in here to make you the actual running through these tunnels go much quicker. But for now, this is what we got. So we'll light this up and head on through. And I would like to officially welcome you guys to spawn. Let's come up on the hill. I'm calling it spawn. Once again, it's not the official location where we spawn, but this is where we are going to be setting up a little village for everyone on the server and stuff like that, or at least that's the impression that I have at the moment. Stud has been hard at work clearing a lot of these flowers away. I know pretty much the entire area, I'm guessing, looked like this for pretty much as far as the eye can see. Look at all these flowers. Mrs. Wells would be having, I don't know, she would be absolutely giddy right now if she could see all these flowers. We do have some bears and things. But this is a pretty nice, big, open area. It's nice and flat, and it is truly gorgeous. So, lots of cool things going on here. We've even got wildlife. We have leopards and turkeys and bears and rabbits and all sorts of things. I do want to kind of make it a little bit more obvious that this nether portal is kind of just hanging out back here, and I wanted to put it away from the main spawn area, because nether portals make that kind of annoying nether portal-y noise. I don't really know how to describe it, but it is really kind of a dreadful noise if you think about it. So I wanted to just kind of move this away from the village. Still close enough that it's not, you know, super far or anything, but far enough away where it's not going to harass everybody with the annoying noise. Let's kind of clear... Do I have a shovel? I do have a shovel. I suppose we can put some of this stuff away over here, too. Also, you may notice I have new tools. Thankfully, I got around to doing that. It took me way longer than it should have. That should have been probably my first priority when I got on the server, honestly, but I just didn't get around to it, and then I put it off a little bit longer, and then I put it off even longer than that, and, you know, I'm sorry about that, but it was time. I finally got myself some decent tools. We can put some of this random stuff away as well. And we'll just need... We probably won't even need close to that much cobblestone, but we'll grab it. And let's put these backpacks up here. And then we can chisel the cobblestone. And I think what we're going to do over here is just some aligned stone bricks. Kind of coming out this way. And this will be part of the road. This is not going to be the official road design that we ultimately decide on. We have not picked that yet. This is just going to be temporary to kind of let people know that there's a nether portal back here, so that they don't have to run all the way back and forth from the main spawn area to get over here. So let's do that, and then let's chisel up some more cobblestone and maybe go... Maybe this will work for a texture. Let's take a look. How would this look if we did something like that? How does that look? It's not terrible, but I'm not exactly in love with it either. It is getting dark, though, so we should probably sleep real quick. And maybe... What are my thoughts on this? Do I like it? I don't think I do. I don't think I like the aligned. The aligned bricks I do like. These ones, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on these cobblestone with dent blocks over here. I think this is honestly one situation where a connected texture really might not be the way to go. So let's maybe go with something different for this little bit over here and see what else we can come up with. Or, you know, the other thing we should probably do is put one more of those right there. And that way the road kind of keeps the same general shape. And then we'll do something like that. We could even take this a little ways, kind of like this. Nope, I think that was a bad idea. I don't like that idea. Let's put that back. There we go. Okay, so let's see. On to trying to repick a texture here. Something different. Let's try maybe... Let's see, we got tiles. Let's try these French cobblestone tiles. Let's see how those look. That's not too bad. I almost think it would be better, though, if they were switched. Let's try switching them around and see what we think of that instead. So it would be the French ones in the middle here. And then the aligned bricks on the outside. Do we like this better, or do we like this better? I don't know. I almost think we need like an elevation change out here, honestly. That's almost what I'm leaning towards. Like some carpets, honestly, would actually look pretty good there if we could find some in the right color. But, you know, honestly, I guess it really doesn't matter all that much, because this really is a temporary road anyway. This is not going to be the final road. Once we actually decide as a server what road design we're going to go for, then we'll update these just to kind of match that. So, why don't we go, let's try these ones, maybe. How does that look? That doesn't look too bad. Can go something like that. Actually, I like that. I like that quite a lot. I think that works nicely. Let's go with that. And then what we'll do is over here, we'll need some carpenter's blocks to kind of even this out a little bit. So we'll do maybe something like this. I just need like 4 carpenter's blocks. So I think in this backpack I've got wood. Yeah, there we go. And we do need a... Actually, we probably don't need a crafting table. What you want to bet? That stud in this little hole. Yep, there's a crafting table right there. We can maybe put some of these flowers in back... Nope, that's not a flower one. That's an empty one. There we go. We'll just dump our flowers off on stud. That's what we'll do. All right, and then we need carpenter's blocks. So let's do that and that. And we only need like 5 of them. Just enough that we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go into our blue backpack. And we can put our chisel away and our flint away. We'll grab the hammer. And we can hammer those down to half slabs like this. And then all we need to do is go ahead and apply these textures like that. So we've got our road that kind of leads up to the Nether Portal right over here. And comes out right here at spawn. This is almost definitely not going to be the exact road design that we'll ultimately go with, as I've said. But I think for now it works, and I'm very, very excited to get working in this area. But we'll have to save that for a later episode because we are out of time. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment, share it with your friends, all that kind of good stuff. I really do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time. Probably not a
oh, hello,
friendly...
skeleton. I'm running!
Abandoned mine, probably not a friendly place. Just a thought. I mean, I'm not sure. You know, maybe it's friendly, but I'm gonna guess no.
Well, you see, I see